We are Cactus Wrestling, and today we're going to debate, should a takedown be worth 2 points or 3 points? The folk style wrestling rule change that I would like to propose is instead of a 2-point takedown, is a 3-point takedown. And my main reason for this argument, picture it this way, okay? So you take the guy down, you let him up. Take the guy down again, you let him up. Take the guy down, let him up again. In a normal match, that would be 6-3. Let's say the guy gets choice at the end of the first period. He goes bottom, and then he gets away. It's 6-4, and then let's say he gets a takedown. That means it's 6-6, even though I've scored 3 takedowns to your 1. That just doesn't seem quite right. So if you increase the value to 3, then you do 3, 6, 9. That would make it 9-3. And then he gets a takedown, it's 9-6. So at least you have a 3-point lead as opposed to it being tied after that.
I mean, that's an interesting point. I kind of like it. I kind of like that it's worth more because it's harder to score a takedown than it is an escape. And a lot of these high-level matches, even, you get to the national tournament, guys will get away in less than 10 seconds. So it really doesn't take that much work sometimes at the highest level to get away. But to get a takedown, you might see matches go without a single takedown the entire time. So
I love this. Part of it is I think that guys would be able to fight for more bonus points, and I think that would be huge in team races.
Yeah.
You maybe don't see guys willing to kind of stall out and just try to squeak by at the end. I think that, just like you said, I hate coaching, and I hated being the guy that was like, oh, I took him down 2-3 times, and like he got away, took me down once, and now we're tied. I'm like, dude, like I did so much more work than you. Like, why are we sharing the same prize here? But I also think it would be great to see, especially in college now, a potential 7-point move where you take a guy down, get 4 swipes, and now you almost have a major already. I think we'd be more likely to see a lot of bonus point matches, and would hopefully keep in maybe even smaller schools that have really talented wrestlers that maybe can't shine as bright because their team kind of, again, they don't have a full lineup, and now they can get more bonus points. They can kind of be like, hey, look at whatever small school is doing some serious damage. I love this rule. I think it'd be great. I think this should be. We see it already in freestyle that there's multiple point takedowns. You have 2-point, 4-point throws. I mean, the international level is already doing it successfully. Why can't America?
Yeah, I'd like to see something like this implemented because it puts a lot more stress on and more importance in getting a takedown. And like it should be, it already is valued more than an escape, but it should be valued more because it is harder to do. And it would force guys to get after a takedown even more so than they already are. It puts that sense of urgency into play.
And what's crazy to me is right now, the way that the rules are currently stated, the most opportune position to score points is top, because you can get 4-point move with the near fall or for going for the pin. So just based on points alone, top is actually the highest potential position. Upping the takedown to 3 points as opposed to 2 would make it more incentivized for you to be a better wrestler on your feet. So I think I'm in agreement with you guys. I mean, I think it would make the matches more exciting. Let's say like there's an upset and I'm a low-ranked guy and I take down a big guy. Instead of it being like a 2-1 deficit, now it's like a 3-1 deficit. It could change the game up a little bit.
Those that might have seen Sammy Sasso versus Austin Gomez in the All-Star match, I mean, Sasso had a pretty comfortable lead, and Gomez, I think, had 4 takedowns in the third period just to barely etch him out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of work in one period. I mean, you might even say like he broke him, to get 4 takedowns or 3 of them in the first 30 seconds. I mean, if those were each worth 3 points each, I mean, that he's potentially chasing bonus points at that point.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. No, mine is just a kind of a funnier thought is, I mean, what are your guys' thought on, because how anytime a takedown is scored, everyone screams, 2! Does 3 have the same ring to it?
That's an easy thing. 3.
I think guys to get more after 3. I think that it's if you had like a 5-point move, they'd be like, I think they just like the big number.
Yeah. I don't know. 2 does have a kind of nice ring to it, though.
Yeah, but that's just because it's all we know.
Yeah.
If this was added,
Yeah,
it's like,
that's fair. That's fair.
Now,
I guess my only question is why hasn't this been implemented? I feel like it's been kind of tossed around. Why is it still only 2 as opposed to 3? Is it too drastic? Is it too important for a takedown?
big NCAAs, they don't want the competition.
They're too scared.
Too scared. That's a good question.
I mean, it'd be interesting. Yeah, because you don't even see that internationally. It's still 2 points for a takedown. So the whole world says takedown's 2 points.
Now, one question: would you like to see a takedown be 2 points and a 3-point takedown as well, where they can based on certain criteria? Like, hey, that's a.
I feel like that would get complicated because trying to introduce more people into wrestling and trying to explain the rules is hard enough as is. If you have different variation for things, then I think it gets a little bit more confusing. Whereas it's just a uniform. Yeah, if you take them down, that's 2 points or 3 points, whatever it is.
Yeah, I know. Well, I like it.
Okay, cool. So let's vote on this. If you're in agreement of changing the takedown from 2 points to 3 points, put your thumb up. Look at that. We're all in agreement right here.
All for it, baby.
Nice.
Thanks for watching. We are Cactus Wrestling, and we'll see you next time on our next video.